Tanner, would it be true to say that you're more looking for friends than looking for love?
I don't want to get married. It's a lot of work. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, don't be sorry.
Okay. You don't have to say sorry.
Has anybody ever told you that you have golden retriever energy?
What does that mean?
You're just very smiley and joyful.
Yeah, I am very smiley.
You live alone. You have some roommates, right?
No, I don't.
This is brand new.
I'm glad because I go into bed at 10 o'clock. I'm not a night owl.
You seem like a very confident person.
I am a very confident person.
Do you know what makes you feel confident?
I'm very smart. I spread joy all around the world.
Season 4, Love on the Spectrum. Do we know if it's happening? Tanner, Nicci, Midge, welcome to the Unplanned podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So excited that you're here. Tanner, Abby and I were so overjoyed to see that you met Jack Black.
Hey, it was the best day of my life. Hey, Matt, Abby. Our friends, Miss Lori, our friends, they surprised me. I told them that I wanted to meet Jack Black on 31. I didn't think it was going to happen that day yet. Do you see the part where he got the view on where he was wearing his green clothes? He said, "What's up, Tanner? I'm so excited to meet you." Where the part where he said, "I have kung fu powers to come through the doors to see you now." That was wow. When the surprise, I was like,
What?
"Jack, it's you!"
Yeah, and that's a really big deal too because he's a busy guy.
He's a busy guy.
He was just in the new Minecraft movie. Did you see that movie?
Yes. Hey, he threw his axe at some of the zombies, and he took one of the zombies' arms off. And he defeated a lot of the zombies and a lot of the skeletons. Yeah, Jack Black, he's strong in every movie.
I haven't seen the movie yet, but I am a big Jack Black fan as well. Nacho Libre is one of my favorite movies. I love that the humor in it. I think is so funny. Have you seen that one?
I've not seen the Nacho
Tell
one.
them Nacho Libre. Tell me, what are some of your favorite Jack Blacks?
Kung Fu Panda, Shark Tale, I like Ice Age, and School of Rock.
When did your love for Jack Black start? Because this doesn't seem like a recent thing.
He's got a
well,
story.
because Jack Black taught me what actors are.
Tell them how.
I'll tell you how. Well, when we had the third DVD mom, one of the previews was that.
Jack Black was very young in that video.
He was very young in that video because he was very young, yeah.
And he was explaining what the definition of an actor is, right?
That's right. And he told us that Angelina Jolie plays Tigress, and that Lucy Liu plays Viper, and that Dustin Hoffman plays Master Shifu, and that Jackie Chan plays Master Monkey.
Wait, I didn't know that. That's how you figured out what an actor was?
Exactly, Midge.
And that's kind of Tank's little gift is he knows all these actors and actresses.
At first, I didn't know what actors are.
It's very hyper-focused on certain details about actors and musicians and artists and can just reel them off.
Tell me more about your hyper focuses.
Yeah.
What are other things that you really like?
I like singers.
Singers.
Like Luke Combs and Morgan Wallen. And I also like, let's see, I like Bruno Mars.
Tanner, when you were a little boy, what were your special areas of interest? Like, what were the things that you really wanted to think about and talk about and look at?
Dinosaurs.
And what else?
And do you think gorillas?
Dinosaurs and gorillas, for sure. And wouldn't you say, just movies in general?
Movies in general, yeah.
Lots and lots of movies.
What did you think when Netflix told you that you were going to be on a TV show?
I felt really good. I felt good about it, too.
Tanner never really, he wasn't that shook up about it on any level. Like, he just kind of, you were never really nervous?
No,
were you?
I was never really nervous. I was never really nervous.
It was more just sort of like an adventure. Just like let's just see where this goes.
And how did that even happen? I mean, I've never, submitted for like a TV show. Like, did you see just like some listing somewhere?
Big things happen on like a random Tuesday. They say you're going through your life and you think this is going to be a huge moment, and then it's like nothing, and then some really big thing happens so randomly. It was exactly that. I had watched the show. I'd watched the Australian version and the first US season. Obviously, anything autism I'm drawn to. And so I'd watch it and I thought, wow, that's really thoughtful, really well done. I really liked the way Ken was portraying people and the stories he was telling. I thought, this is well done. And I just randomly saw Northern Pictures had posted an Instagram ad saying we're going to be in the Southeast United States looking for possible candidates for season 2. In the U.S. will be in Greenville, South Carolina, which is right. Oh, sorry, Beth. Right where he was. Charlotte, Atlanta, and I was just sitting at the kitchen table, and of course, I think he's precious. So, and
we think he's the cutest.
I think he's the cutest, and I was like, I'm just going to send his picture, and it was like a brief bio. I mean, like very short, and we had a call that night. They said we really really like his picture. We'd love to talk to you, and one thing led to another. So we had never talked about being on TV.
No. Mom, Matt, Abby, I want to tell you, did you both know that Jack Black was born in California?
I did not know that.
But he was born in a different part. He wasn't born in this part in California.
Where was he born?
I mean, Santa, some kind of...
Santa Barbara?
Santa Barbara, I think, yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe.
And now you're in California.
That's right. Now I'm
Yeah.
in California. Hey, also that day, me, my mom, and Midge going to Hawaii this summer on 34, and that like Bruno Mars. He was born in Hawaii.
That's right. I actually knew that.
He's on your bucket list too, isn't
Hey,
he?
I work at the Shepherd's Hotel. I told you, hey, one of our friends from work, his name's Miss Donna, and one of the things on my bucket list is go see Bruno Mars and meet him in person with Miss Donna.
Yeah.
I do want to talk about your work a little bit.
Yeah.
You work pretty hard at that
do.
hotel, don't you?
I
What
do.
are some of your duties at the hotel?
I clean the bathrooms. I vacuum the boom mats. I vacuum the boom mat up on the floor that goes out to the valley. I vacuum the carpet on the furniture. I vacuum the carpet under the welcome desk. And I clean the third floor bathrooms. I put more toilet papers and more paper towels in the bathrooms when they need more.
Wow.
Hey, can I both tell you my friend's names there?
Yes.
So our boss, Miss Katrina, just retired. And our new boss name's Danielle. And and Heather. And Dwight, and Nolan, and Charlie, Ansley, and Ryan, Krista, Hannah, Lola, Cheryl, and Michael,
Lots
and
of
Dennis.
So thoughtful.
Tanner,
Yeah.
what is very special about a lot of the people that work at the Shepherd?
Some of our friends have disabilities. Like our friend Ryan, he was in Clem's life. He has Down syndrome.
Oh, wow.
And one of our friends who worked there, his name's Patrick. He was in Clem's life, and Patrick has Down syndrome.
Do you feel like you relate well to them?
Yeah, I feel like I relate well to them.
Yeah, we actually talked to Abby from the same show that you were on, and something that she described to us was that, especially growing up, she felt like almost like she was a mermaid. Have you ever seen The Little Mermaid?
Oh yeah, do you mean Abby Romeo or a different Abby?
Yes,
Abby Romeo.
that's the
Yes,
one.
Oh, and yes, I seen the first one and the Little Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea, and the real one.
Oh, you know exactly what I'm talking about then.
Hey, I've seen all the episodes. One. Hey, have you seen the Little Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea? You and Matt, the Little Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea.
I have not actually.
Because Ursula's sister, Morgana, is in The Little Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea. Hey, Morgana, you should scare me when I was little, but not anymore.
We'll have to check that one out. I didn't even know there was a sequel, honestly.
Hey, when you watch it, you'll see how they defeat Morgana.
Okay, we'll have to check it out. But Abby was saying that she kind of felt like Ariel when she was growing up, how she just kind of wanted to fit in where the people were. Did you ever feel like that growing up because of your autism?
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
Tell Miss Abby, like, what were some of the things that were harder when you were younger because of your autism?
I had trouble paying attention in school some.
And what else, Tanner? What was the big lesson you learned that has helped you so much as a young adult?
How to ask people questions when I don't understand something.
I think you're
Isn't
great
there
at
one
that.
more, Mom? Isn't there one more?
No, that's pretty much it. Because remember, we always talked about how you used to be so quiet,
Yeah.
and now you're very talkative.
Yeah.
And you told me, well, you didn't say a lot because sometimes you didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Tanner, I can tell you, it really surprises me to find out that you used to be quiet because, and that you found it hard to relate with your peers because now something I saw you on the show and I realized you are really good at making friends.
Yeah. Yes, I am.
And you're good at starting conversation, even
Yes, I
when
am.
it's kind of hard.
Yes, I am.
What are your go-to conversation starters?
Oh, he's got a lot of those.
Yes, yes. What do you, tell him.
What do you like to talk to people about? What do you ask them?
I ask
tell
them things
him.
about themselves.
Yeah, that's what he does.
That's very nice.
and
Yeah.
tell him your questions. It's fine.
Okay. Hey, Matt, can I have something?
Yeah.
What do you like to do for fun?
What do I like to do for fun?
Yes.
Ooh, great question. Recently, it's been swimming in our pool with my boys.
Oh, I love that.
That's a good thing to like to do for fun. Hey, I'm with on that because I swim too. Hey, let me tell you some things what I like to do for fun. I like to inflate. I like to play apples to apples. I like to go ice cream.
That's
and
all.
What do you do when you're mad or upset?
Oh, when I'm mad or upset, I like this question a lot because I was listening to a podcast with you and Connor said something that I like to do also when I'm like mad or upset, and that's listen to music. It really calms me
That's
down.
Yeah.
That's a smart thing for you to do when you're mad or upset. I'm with on that because while I'm mad or upset, I listen to music too. Hey, let me tell you what else I do. I talk to my friends and family. I listen to music. I go on walks. I take deep breaths.
So, Tanner, tell Matt and Abby, what are you doing right now that we've been working so hard on? Like, you asked Matt a question, he gave you his answer, and what did you just do? You did it really well.
I commented back.
You commented back.
Hey, and Matt, Abby, because the truth is at first, before me, my mom, and Midge practiced that, I've been having trouble with that. They're like, what was the part I was doing it first before me and my mom
remember we
practiced?
talked about what's a real conversation when
is-
both people what?
When people are talking.
Both people are talking, because when we like to ask questions, what happens if you just ask question after question after question,
It's not really a conversation.
but you don't really give them time to give a full answer?
Right.
It's not a what?
It's not a real conversation. That's
And
not really
we've
a
been working
conversation.
really hard on that.
And Tanner,
on being a thoughtful listener.
And Tanner, you are a good listener. You're a great talker too, because on the show there was something that you said. I think it was in season 3. You said the quote, I don't know what to say right now, but I'm happy to be here with
Yeah.
you.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
I love that. And Abby and I loved that quote so much. We say it to each other now.
Yeah.
Same,
Yeah.
but
I'm having a good time.
Oh yeah. That's right. Did I misquote it? Did I say
No,
it wrong?
we got it. We got
it's
it.
good.
Pretty- I said it
can't
like
think
pretty
of
low.
anything else to say, but I'm having a really good time.
That's what we say because we spend so much time together, and I'm like, can we just be quiet, but we're happy we're next to each other?
Everything's fine. Everything's Who taught you? Who helped you figure that out?
Jennifer Cook.
Oh, wow.
She
She's
did.
from the show.
I
Yes, I love Jennifer.
Oh, that's sweet. That's a good line to use, especially
is.
when you're with someone that you're with a lot and you kind of run out of things to say, but you want to know that you appreciate having them next to you.
Yeah.
We need to like normalize that of just being
Right.
like, hey, like I don't really
You
want to
don't
talk
have
right
to
now,
always
but
be a
I'm
sparkling
comfortable.
conversation.
I'm glad you're here. Yeah, I love that. And I think one of my favorite parts too is the fact that your guys' relationship, Midge and Tanner, it's so sweet.
Thank
and
you.
you can tell that you guys really relate in a unique and special way. Have you guys always been that way?
I think all four, we have an older sister and then a younger brother, and we've all four always been really close. And actually, Taylor did a lot of stuff with Tanner when we were really young. She was kind of closer with him and helped him a lot. But because I live up in Clemson, we've just kind of been like
We've
close.
really bonded.
You
in
know,
the last
and
few
just
years.
he's helped me. I was a teacher this past year, and he did so. You helped me a lot.
did,
didn't you?
Midge. I did,
Tell them
Midge.
what you did to help me.
When Madeline had some really hard days, what did you do so sweet for her?
I walked to Walgreens and got Midge two bags of candy.
Yep. He would go get me candy or he would get me flowers. So I would come home from school like, crying. And he'd be like, it's going to be okay. So
so
we've
good.
really gotten
Sweet.
close. And it's
Tanner,
been
you
fun.
have a
you know?
really big, soft heart.
I
don't you?
do have a really big soft heart.
Yeah.
That's really
You're a
sweet.
good brother.
Yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
good brother.
What's Midge's favorite candy that you like
What's
to
your
get her?
favorite candy, Midge?
I like Jolly Ranchers. I think
You
you
did-
usually get me chocolate.
You did
though.
a chocolate and a fruity most times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you did a chocolate.
I'm a
and
big
My
candy
favorite-
girl. So.
My favorite candy is M&M's.
Yeah.
Love
M&Ms.
M&Ms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to brag on Midge because I could not have ordered up or dreamed up a better younger sister. And I think the relationship is even more special because she's the younger sibling. And there's just a real maternal but also friendly love that's just very self-sacrificing and very just unconditional. And it's been amazing to watch. But honestly, it's all four of them.
Yeah, we're
I mean,
really close.
Taylor, our older daughter, was that for Tanner all through his life, really, because
Yeah.
they are actually the two closest chronologically. But then she left Clemson right before all this happened. He was with her at Clemson the first 2 years. She graduated and moved back home, or back in our area, not to our home. And then Madeline came up. So when all the love
It was
on the
like perfect
spectrum stuff
timing. Like,
happened,
I came in right
he
after she
literally
left.
went from having one sister in the same town to the other. And so Madeline just sort of fell right into Taylor's
And
shoes
was
and
able
took
to be
over,
there.
just being, a comfort spot, us, just looking over the shoulder, making sure everything's okay.
I've heard it said that siblings of people with disabilities are like
Yeah.
the fiercest protectors.
The best.
Oh yeah,
Like, do you
and
relate
it's so
to that?
crazy, like how like maternal instincts are just like even like
Yes.
protective things like come in
Yes.
just naturally.
Have
know?
you had to
You know what? Like
do anything crazy?
I'm a very like I'm not like super rough or tough or anything, but we were in Nashville for CMA Fest, and there was a couple moments where people were just like getting in his face of just in a friendly way, but just
But being a
very
little
like
overbearing.
And I had a little mama moment of like, you need to step back. It's rude. But I'm like, people just don't think about like he's so friendly. They
Yeah.
want to get in his face, but he's overwhelmed.
Was there some drinking involved? It sounds like, I know people are drinking, they might get a little too much in your
I know,
grill.
and people are just like want to
Yeah,
just
I-
love him and everything. So I was like, we're not playing that game.
What,
Yeah.
what did that interaction look like? Did you have to kind of raise your voice at people and say, hey, this
No,
is like...
I think I just kind of like stepped in between. I'm like, hey y'all, we're gonna do one big photo and then we gotta keep moving.
Right.
You know,
Rather
like,
than
okay.
15 separate photos, we're going to do
and
one
it's hard
group
when he's
and
so talkative, like you're
Yeah.
saying. Like he loves
helping
to
set
meet
boundaries.
people.
Sometimes
Yeah.
that's an issue, like helping to
Yeah.
set good, healthy boundaries. That's where we sort of have to come in and troubleshoot and, make sure things don't get overbearing.
Fun fact, I didn't realize until recently that the food we had been giving our childhood cat for literally probably like 16 years had extremely questionable ingredients. I saw it at the grocery store again recently and I was like, I don't think any living creature should be eating that. And that's why I'm really glad now to know about Smalls. Smalls cat food is protein packed with recipes made with preservative-free ingredients you'd find right in your fridge, and it's delivered right to your door. Smalls was actually, it has a really cool story. It was started back in 2017 by a couple of guys home cooking cat food in small batches for their feline friends and their friends' feline friends. And a few short years later, they've served millions of meals to cats across the U.S. It's such a wholesome story, right?
I love that they were feeding cats. Like they're local cats first, and now they're this company that actually sells it to you, to your doorstep.
I love it's just a couple dudes in a house chefing it up for their cats. Like, that's just so sweet to me. And here's a review actually from a real Smalls customer. Elizabeth C said, "My cat was always so-so with her usual food, but she is very enthusiastic about Smalls. Her breath is much better," which we all know is very important, "and she poops much less frequently, and it does not smell disgusting like it used to." Now that is an outstanding review in my opinion.
Wow.
After switching to Smalls, 88% of cat owners reported overall health improvements, and that's a huge deal. What are you waiting for? Give your cat the food they deserve. For a limited time only, because you are an Unplanned listener, you can get 60% off your first Smalls order plus free shipping by using our code UNPLANNED50. That's 60% off when you head to smalls.com and use promo code UNPLANNED50. Again, that's promo code UNPLANNED50 for 60% off your first order plus free shipping at smalls.com.
And it sounds like, I mean, fame has changed things in your life. It seems like you get stopped a lot when you go to the grocery store, you go out and about.
You get recognized.
I do.
How often does that happen?
How often does that happen, Mom?
Well, I don't think Mr. Matt means like a specific number of times. Would you say it's most of the time, a little bit, or some of the time?
I would say it's some of the time.
Yeah, I would
Some
say
of the time.
it kind of depends where we are.
Yeah, it kind of depends where we are.
Like, yeah, it's if we're in a bigger city and like
People
lots more,
recognize
it's
him.
a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
But we're from a small town, and I tell people all the time, like, Tanner's always kind of been, everybody knows
so
who
celebrated.
Tanner is, and like, you were talking earlier about like community and stuff for him. Our whole town's always been like supportive of him and taking care of him and kind of like taking him under their wing. Is that the right way to put it?
A beautiful thing about, well, where our small town where the kids grew up has always been that way. Just incredibly supportive, incredibly protective. We dealt with very little bullying or very little meanness or anything like that. A little, but I mean, minimal. But Clemson University, huge shout out. The Clemson Light program, which Tanner graduated from, not only are those kids given the opportunity to have a secondary education and given the opportunity to live on campus, they are already rock stars just because they're part of Clemson Life. And one of the things that cracked me up so much, before season 2 came out, of course, you know, you're doing Zoom meetings with psychologists and people are checking on you and it's new. And sweet gal called us. We did a little Zoom with her and she was like, "Okay, Tanner, now when the show comes out, especially because it was filmed in Clemson and people know where you work, they may come in or stop you on the street in Clemson and they might know your name and they may say, 'Hi, Tanner, is that going to upset you if people come in the Shepherd and know your name?'" And he looked at her like, "Everybody knows who I am. I went to Clemson." I was like, why is that any different than any other day?
Yeah.
And we just laughed so hard but that's beautiful because not just Tanner, every kid in Clemson Life, you're walking down the street in Clemson, high-fiving, "How are you, bud?"
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Hugging people. I mean, and it's just so cool to see all these young adults with disabilities living independently, walking downtown. They're known by name. They're loved. They're celebrated. It's amazing. It's just an amazing culture.
Yeah, speaking of him, like people living on their own, when Tanner was growing up, did you ever think that was a possibility for him? Did you ever
Not even
expect
remotely.
him? Really?
No, not really until probably 16, 17 did I even consider it. When we started toying with the idea of applying to Clemson Life. And that was very, very cautiously. I was not at all sure that I was ready for him to go live away from home. I just didn't know how that was going to go.
Okay, with Clemson Life, did they live on their own within that program?
Tanner, tell them when you go to Clemson Life, when you're a new student, where do you live the first 2 years?
Douthit.
And what is Douthit?
It's a building, right?
Well, it's an apartment dorm.
It's an apartment dorm.
It's an apartment dorm. And who do you have that lives with you as a Clemson Life student the first 2 years?
An ILA.
Tell them what an ILA is.
It stands for Independent Living Assistant.
Yeah.
No
Clemson
way.
has a unbelievably just incredible framework. The kids are accepted into the program. They take 50 kids. and a mix of diagnoses: autism, Down syndrome, Williams syndrome, all different things. They live with an independent living assistant who is a typical student at the university. And so it's 3 Clemson Life kids to 1 ILA in an apartment style housing. And they live together, the 4 of them. And the ILA kind of is in a big brother, big sister role. They're on duty from 6 p.m. until the next morning and the weekend. And then professors, of course, are in charge during the day. But they're helping with cleanliness, routines, managing your calendar, getting to where you need to go, navigating campus, managing your money, cooking, all those things, just the dailies of life. That's what the independent living assistant does. So the first 2 years of Clemson Life are really about learning to manage your life and live independently. The second 2 years, you move into a different apartment, but you no longer have an ILA, and it's more focused on job training. And you have job coaches.
I feel like you're a spokesperson for Clemson Life. I'm sold.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
sold.
but honestly,
It's an amazing
I really
program.
think every college freshman in the world should have to go through Clemson Life.
Oh, yeah?
Because it's amazing the way they do it, and everything is earned. You start level 1, then you earn level 2, which is basically how much freedom and autonomy you have. And but you start with very limited, and then you earn your privileges, and it's incredible. I mean, the timeliness, learning to manage your money, learning to manage your responsibilities, your obligations. It's incredible. And then second 2 years, you're really working more than you're in the classroom. A little bit of classroom time, but mostly on the job training with job coaches, which they taper off. So
Very
it's
cool.
incredible. And then you have a employable, able to be independent person with a disability. It's
Very cool.
Incredible.
Tanner, what was your favorite class you took at Clemson Life?
A cooking class.
Cooking classes.
Are you a good cook?
I'm a good cook.
What's your favorite dish to make? What do you like to cook?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
He likes to make spaghetti.
That's
Yes.
fun.
Yeah.
What else do you eat a lot? I feel like you have a lot of. What's your favorite chip that you always eat?
Favorite what?
Your favorite chips that you
Favorite
always
chip?
eat?
Doritos.
Oh,
And my
Doritos.
favorite are ranch. I like nacho cheese.
He loves
It's like,
Doritos.
Do you ever cook for your friends?
I do. And sometimes.
Well, you and Frankie used to do cooking shows.
Yeah.
That was fun. That was a big theme on his social media for a while. We would just find a recipe or do an
I
old
also like to
family
bring
recipe.
treats to my friends sometimes.
You do. Tanner likes to bake too. He likes to bake too.
good
We like to
cook.
do a lot of my old family recipes or from his dad's side.
That's the
You're
best.
good.
Yeah,
Too amazing.
it's
Thank you,
fun.
Ben.
It's fun. And I think cooking is just so educational. I mean,
Oh,
you've got to
it's
measure,
necessary.
you've got to think about steps.
true.
You've got to think through the timing. You've got to also work on your cleanliness skills. There's so much learning within cooking a recipe. There's so many
Totally.
things happening at once.
It's a really good skill to have.
It's a really good skill.
Now, Tanner, you live alone, just fully alone, but you have some
Yes.
roommates, right?
No, I don't. I'm glad too.
This is brand new.
No more roommates.
In the
Oh, I was
last-
going to
I'm
say,
glad.
I
It's fun
wanted
to
to
live by
show
yourself.
just a.
No, tell her about it. Your new
My apartment is so good, and it's I got my own kitchen. I got my couch and old man chair, my own TV. And
Your old
I
man
got my room to go
old man
upstairs
chair.
and sleep in. I can go to bed at 10 o'clock every night. And I'm glad because I go into bed at 10 o'clock. I'm not a night owl. And hey, after they paint my apartment, I'm gonna put my tiger pictures and gorilla pictures and my animal picture, and I'm gonna get my fat head of me and Jack Black.
We got a fat head of him and Jack.
Yeah, to put on the wall.
It's actually
Right
there.
there.
It's in the closet. We just haven't gotten it.
Oh.
Renovations are still happening. We're still painting, and they're going to redo a bathroom.
Do you guys know what lazy boy chairs are?
Oh, yeah.
His old man chair. He has a blue chair in his living room.
It's so comfortable.
And,
It's
and
the
he
best.
just loves it. You love your old man chair, don't you?
Yeah.
I do love my old man
Take
chair.
some good naps in
But
there.
it really is amazing, Tanner, because you're really using all your skills you learned in Clemson Life.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's
Yeah.
very routined. He has a place for everything.
He walks
He
to
washes his
work.
dishes.
Yeah.
He's really good about timeliness. Really good. Much better than I
And Tanner, were you able? I noticed on the Kelly Clarkson show, you asked Jack Black for his phone number. Did he give you his phone number?
Not yet.
But we saw him on Amy Poehler's podcast and talking about that
Okay.
experience. And he said he left a number with somebody.
Oh.
But I'm not sure where that number is, but we'll see. But you still want to do what with him?
And work out with them.
We still want to
You
get
want to
a
do a
workout.
workout?
in. Yeah.
What type of workout would it be?
Oh, lifting weight, and do bench press and triceps and biceps.
Uh-huh.
What's your bench press 1 rep max?
What do you mean by that?
Do you know?
I'm not
Okay,
sure.
so it's the most you can lift.
Do
So
you know?
Like
do you
how
guys
heavy
you can
lift?
keep track of the exact weights that you lift?
We do.
Do you know the numbers, or does he write them down?
I don't remember all the numbers.
Yeah, I bet Zach might have it written in your book.
Hey, Matt, I like to ask people that are teenagers and people who are in the 20s if they're doing fun things they're hoping they'll be able to do one day in the future while I'm asking them things about themselves.
Oh,
That's a good
I
question.
ask teenagers and people who are in the 20s.
what plans they have?
Exactly what plans they have. Those are good questions to ask.
Yeah. Tell them some of your goals. What are some of your goals for the next few years?
So, one day in July this summer, I'm going to Six Flags with Miss Donna, her husband Mr. Choi, and their grandsons, Ethan, Worth, and Liam. And I'm going to Disney World with Miss Donna the summer on 28. And me and my mom Midge going to Africa, South Africa, the summer on 30. And I'm going to Australia with Cal the summer on 31. I told you I'm going to Hawaii the summer on 34. And my last future plan is to move back home to St. Matthews when I'm 44.
We got it all planned out.
You've got
You've
tons
got a
of
really good
plans.
memory.
Yeah,
I do have a really good memory.
He does.
we got the next like 15 years all planned.
All planned out and ready to go.
Or 18 years all
I
planned out.
get to go on some of the trips too, so I'm
Yeah,
like, woo,
yeah.
I made it.
We're
That's
obviously
fun.
in because we're going on the trip.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, I love that.
I'm so excited.
I also wanted to bring up because you're bringing up all these trips. When you mentioned going to Hawaii, I couldn't help but think about when Abby and David on the show went on their safari.
Yeah.
I thought that was so cool.
So cool.
I'm curious. One day, would you ever want to go on a safari to look at gorillas or something like that?
Oh yes, when we're in South Africa.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Hey,
Yeah.
one other things on my bucket list is to hold baby gorillas.
That's one thing he really wants to do.
Love gorillas.
Yeah, I want them to have names so I can talk with them.
Would
Just
you
so I can
talk with them?
Yes, because I like talking to gorillas, just like I like talking to Patrick.
Yes, you do. Oh, tell them who Patrick is.
Hey, he's one of the gorillas who we met at the zoo in Columbia with 3 of the zookeepers, India and Jane Tina. Yes, Matt. Yes, Abby.
Why did you get to meet him? What were you on? What did you get for a special gift?
Because I'm not on special.
What,
That why?
right, but like what was that called when we went to see Patrick? You had a private what?
Private gorilla tour.
A private gorilla
And
tour.
is there another reason why we got to do it, Mom?
Nope. It was a private gorilla tour.
Is that, and I just want to know how it came out.
Well, it came because they were proud of you for doing such a good job on the
India
show.
Jane Tina were.
Yes.
I loved it. Yeah, hey, so I
that
loved
was
India Jane Tina.
fascinating. Tell him some more things about him.
Hey, can I tell you 3 of the, before I tell you more things about Patrick, can I tell you 3 of the other gorillas names at the zoo? Dakota, Mo, and Macy. Oh, and Dakota and Mo are brothers. Hey, so, wait, how much does he weigh? How many pounds is he?
I don't remember, but it was a lot.
He's very
He's a heavy
healthy.
guy.
It was a lot of pounds. He was big.
Yeah, so he can sit on his ball in the cage, and he likes peanut butter, he likes lettuce, and he likes watermelon, and so he made a grunting sound too because he was happy. I think Patrick could understand what we were saying. I told Patrick my name and my mom's name,
You did
and
talk to him.
he on the gate.
Yeah.
Hey, but my mom told me when he does all that my mom said that must be the way he might be trying to communicate to me.
I think he was
Yeah.
letting you know that he heard you.
Yeah, Mom.
Tanner, so what did we learn that we thought was so interesting from India? Why did we have to stay back?
Because we didn't want to get Patrick sick.
Right, because we were more likely to make him sick.
And
than
we
he
wanted
was
to make him
us
sick.
Because human germs are not good for gorillas,
If
right?
germs are not good.
And then, I never knew that. I thought that was so interesting. We were probably from him to maybe those cameras. But obviously he's caged, and, but like they were like no closer. Like absolutely no closer because anything you might be carrying would be dangerous. Isn't that interesting? I never knew that.
That is really
Yeah,
interesting.
I didn't know that.
I'm actually really curious. When was season 3 filmed? Because it probably was a while ago, right?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's not like
Yeah.
No,
you
that was
filmed
not
it.
yesterday.
It wasn't live.
Yeah. No.
So how long has it been since
It was
all that happened?
Tanner, let's think.
It was in the
So
spring.
season 2 came out in January of 24.
Okay.
And then I believe we filmed season 3 like over that summer.
Okay,
Over
so
the
about a year
summer
ago.
Of 24. So it was not quite a year because it came out in April 2nd of 25, and
Got
it was
it.
filmed maybe between like June and September.
Got it.
So like about a 9-month span. Yeah, like a 9-month-ish span till it came out. Yeah.
And did they let you see the show before it aired, or was it
Not
your first
one
time seeing
We don't
it?
second.
see anything
we see
until
it when the
it's-
public sees it,
Yeah.
Really?
which is quite nerve-wracking.
That is very nerve-wracking.
And we don't see him like they pick you up for your date,
Yeah.
and we sometimes knew like where they were gonna go.
Yeah, I'm like we knew the location,
but we didn't know like who they were gonna
and
take
you
him
don't
out
know
on
who
a date
their
with.
date is.
Where like timing, they just take
No,
him
and
they're
they
like,
the crew takes him and they go to the date site, and like they filmed him in his apartment, and sometimes we were
Like
part
I
of
helped
it.
him get ready
Midge
for
was
one date,
in-
and then
Midge
I was
was
like,
in a
okay,
good
love
bit
you,
of it.
bye, you know.
But and like
Crazy.
Connor's family now, they filmed in their home, and they filmed a lot more with the whole family. So of
Yeah.
course they were more aware of like what was going on. But a lot of the stories, just depending on the person's, because Tanner does not live in our home, he
Yeah.
lives away from us, and it just depends how the person's living situation is. But like you don't necessarily have any idea what they got or like what is that. So it is kind of like, oh. Yeah.
Have you ever fallen in love with a couch, lamp, or rug online, and then your soul literally leaves your body when you see the price tag? Because I know that has happened to me several times.
Yes, especially with furnishing our home, that has happened quite a bit. You don't really realize how much inflation has affected prices until you go to purchase something like a couch.
Well, I'm going to let you in on a little secret, and it's called dupe.com. You guys, it is ridiculously easy to use. All you have to do is type dupe.com / before any product URL, and it instantly shows you similar and more affordable alternatives. I literally just used this on the rocking chair that's in the corner of our room. It was a little bit of a splurge when we were having our babies. I knew I was going to be spending a lot of time sitting in that chair nursing our babies in the night. That rocking chair was literally over $1,000, and right before we filmed this, I found a dupe on dupe.com for literally just $269.
That hurts.
And it looked so similar too. The great thing about dupe.com is that they send you a whole range of links. So maybe you're like, I don't want to get the cheapest option, but I could find something that's a little bit more affordable than the one that I originally found. And they find amazing alternatives. And here's the thing most people don't realize. Most furniture sold online is made and produced in the exact same factories. Those factories then sell the brands under different names, who then list them for different prices. But dupe.com automatically lists these less expensive alternatives for you, so you're not overpaying just for some brand name.
Dupe will help you find similar items, sometimes even the same item for 60, 70, or even 80% off. With Dupe.com, your family can decorate the house of your dreams without going broke. Dupe.com really is so easy to use. Just type dupe.com / before any product URL in your browser, and boom, it instantly finds you less expensive alternatives. They even have an app and a browser extension you can download. No account required, no sign up required. It's completely free to use. Stop wasting money on brand names and start saving with dupe.com today.
Tanner, were you happy with season 3?
I was happy with season 3.
Tell them about Callie. She's wonderful. Isn't
She's
she?
wonderful.
She's a sweet, sweet person.
Yeah.
You guys
And
have a
she's
lot
come
of-
to visit you a
Yeah.
couple times.
Yeah.
So you and Callie are pretty good friends.
We were really good friends.
They
yeah.
are a lovely family. They are just, couldn't ask for nicer people. Kate's family too.
Yeah, Kate's family
Both
too.
girls he dated are just delightful people.
Very
Wonderful
cool.
families, great.
Oh,
great
hey,
girls.
Matt, Abby. Hey, one of the Jack Bat movies, King Kong. I did watch it, but I had the DVD, but I don't like watching it anymore because the ending's sad. And you probably never seen the Jack Black one, because the truth is he climbed on top of the building and he was shot by airplanes. And yeah, they shot him because they thought they didn't know he was a nice girl. They thought he was bad. All the pilots.
Does that
but
make you
shot him,
sad?
yeah, I don't like movies with sad endings.
No,
I
I
don't
know the
either.
girl Ann Darrow. She cried when he died.
You're like your dad. Your dad doesn't like movies with sad endings.
Then
either.
none of us like movies with sad endings. And we don't like sad movies.
Speaking of King Kong, because I know you like gorillas, have you been to Universal Studios? They have a King Kong ride.
No, I haven't been there yet.
we just went to Epic.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we went to the Epic Universe.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Hey, Mom, do you think gorillas, if they feel threatened by people,
We didn't
do
go
you
to
think they could
regular
squeeze-
Universal. We just went to the new Epic Universe. He and
Oh.
Connor did a promotional deal for that.
That's neat.
It was
Did you see that ride?
so cool.
Did you see
no,
that?
that's in
There's
the
a King
original.
Kong ride in Universal,
In the
yeah.
original-
and
see,
there's
we-
a life-size King Kong. His head is huge. It's like
Oh my
bigger than it has
gosh.
like as
Oh,
big
we
as
need to
that
go
wall.
back and do that
It's
one,
like
yeah.
10
You mean
feet
the King
tall,
Kong
and
ride?
he's just
Yeah.
massive.
That
And
would
you
be-
can feel when he speaks, you can feel the vibration in your chest because
Okay.
he's so powerful.
That
Hey.
whole place was just unreal.
We do, Mom. Hey, Mom. Hey, guys, Matt. We'll go back one day. One summer. I want Midge to come too, so we can do the King Kong ride, and I want to do the monster ride again.
The monster ride was cool.
Hey, I just want to make sure that you don't go upside down on it, or like.
On King Kong?
I just want to make sure you don't.
Not
you
on
know.
that one. You
Okay.
don't go upside down because you don't like going upside down.
Exactly. And we just tip back a little bit, just like we did on the monster
Oh,
ride.
like we can tip back, yeah.
Hey, does it have? Does it look like there will be some of the T-Rexes chasing us?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd
Hey,
love
because
to.
he saved the Ann Darrow from the T-Rexes.
Yep.
Are you guys big? Because y'all are saying you're gonna go to
What was the
Disneyland.
last
Like
one?
y'all are big amusement park.
We are. Yeah,
People?
we do like amusement parks a lot.
But
We,
Your boys are little, so they're not really
Yeah,
quite
they-
into that yet.
they can't really
If they could
ride
make them
the
into
rides. I mean,
arms,
we
so-
did like maybe the little bitty ones they can go on,
Yeah.
but
Go to Universal with us.
Yeah.
They just go to Disney.
Do you think when they're older, you're like, all right, we're all going. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
We're
oh,
doing
yeah.
all the rides.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doing it
he
all.
tells me. Griffin tells me now. He's literally 2. He's like, I want to go on the fast one.
Oh,
That's
that's sweet.
awesome.
I also wanted to say, Tanner, I didn't see on the show you and Connor hanging out, so it was so cool to see you and Connor become friends
Yes.
off
Yeah.
the show. How long have you and Connor been friends?
How long would you say
Well,
we've been
I'd say
friends?
a little over. I mean, we met them very quickly after, didn't we? Season 2 came out in January of 24. I think we invited them over for lunch in February 24.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
a month later. So
At
since
the
then-
Shepherd's Hotel.
Yeah. See, Connor's family has a lake house. They live in Atlanta, but they have a lake house in South Carolina, very near to Clemson. And so they're only about 20 minutes from where Tanner lives on their weekends at the lake and stuff. And Lisa and I just, as soon as I saw her, I was like, we're gonna be friends. I
Yeah.
like her. She's so
Their
cool.
whole
I was like,
family's
they're just so
awesome.
cool. I was like, I love her. She's good. So I just messaged her because you don't see the other cast. You don't meet anybody. Everybody's filmed in their hometown, so you don't have any reason to meet the other cast. You don't
That's
know
fascinating.
them. It is. And then and after season 2, we didn't really do as much like as a big group. Now after season 3, they did have everybody here to California for a premiere party. So we were all able to connect them, which has been great because I feel like it's been a lot more cast communication since season 3. But yeah, it was, and we've been doing stuff with the Tomlinsons since February 24.
Oh, hey, Matt, can I have something? And when we go to there one summer on the King Kong ride, me and my mom Midge, and then when we see the T-Rexes and they'll be fake, can you tell me? I just want to make sure that the fake T-Rexes don't jump on you on the King. Don't jump at you.
They don't jump on you. It's actually a screen on the King
Oh,
Kong
did they
ride.
tell me
Okay.
that the fake T-Rexes don't jump at you?
Was that making you nervous?
Yeah, because that would be scary. Just like if we wanted to go on scary rides like monster rides and where they jump at you. Hey, but when we on the monster ride, the fake monsters don't jump at you. Hey,
No.
hey, I gave one of my friends from work at the Shepherd's Hotel, Ashley, that she would like the ride. And Michael, I told him that the fake monsters don't jump at you, and they trust me.
Oh, that's so, no, they didn't. It was a cool ride though.
Hey, I want
loved
to tell you. So one of my friends at work, Michael, he has a wife named Nicole, and his son's name's Grayson. He works at the Valley Part, and I'm planning on going back to Florida with Michael and Nicole and Grayson, and that's what Ryan says some of the rides that we rode to there too, and even the Matza ride.
He's a planner.
Yep.
I have a question for you, Tanner, because I don't have as many specific dates in my head like you, but something that I thought growing up was I was like, I'll probably like get married before I'm 30, but I ended up getting married at 21. Abby and I were 20 and 21 when we got married.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you have like dates in mind like that for, meeting somebody, or do you not really think that far in advance when it comes to a relationship?
Do you have an age? Do you have an age in your head for having a girlfriend or a wife? Do you have like, how you like have ages for your different trips?
Yeah.
And you have 44 picked for when you want to move home. Do you have an age picked for when you'd like to have a girlfriend or a wife?
No,
You don't.
I don't.
No
You
plan
know?
for that one.
You just whenever it happens, it happens.
Just whatever happens, it happens.
That's fun.
That's a good way to think about it.
Yep.
That is a good way to.
It's hard to pick an age for that because it kind of just depends when the right person comes for you.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
something you still want?
So is what something else I
A
want?
girlfriend?
What can I answer? I'm too busy thinking about getting married.
You too busy right now?
Too busy to think about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hey, but why'd you ask me that? That makes me nervous.
Oh, that's okay, buddy.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. But no one's making me get married, right?
No,
No, you don't have to
I mean,
get married.
it kind of upsets me when people ask me that. I hate to tell you this, but it
It's
upsets
okay.
me.
Tell
Oh.
the truth. Tell
Because
the truth.
I don't want to get married. It's a lot of work. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, don't be
that's
sorry.
okay.
Don't
You
be
don't
It's
have to
sorry.
say
it's
sorry.
fine.
Honey, you don't have to be sorry to say
Hey, I
that.
asked my mom. My mom told me if some girls feel threatened by some men, I mean they can squeeze the men's arms really hard.
Yeah.
But I
Oh
bet
my
with her. Do
goodness.
you think the men will
Interesting.
scream?
I bet they would.
Hey, the truth is, when I was mad, when I got mad, when I was a little kid, mature, when I got mad at some people, I squeezed their arms really hard.
But you were little.
When I was little, so sometimes I squeezed Midge's arm when I was younger, but I don't squeeze her arm anymore.
I
Nope,
bet
that's
Miss
nice.
Abby,
Never
I bet their boys have squeezed some arms.
Hey, also,
They bite us
hey,
sometimes.
Abby, my mom told me when she was a little kid immature, when she got mad at some people, she didn't squeeze their arm.
No.
Yep.
No, but I did pinch my sister really hard.
Hey, which
time.
one?
Janelle.
And she didn't growl at anybody, but she stuck her tongue out
Oh
people when
my
she was a little kid
goodness.
immature.
And now that you're all grown up, you seem to find ways to not squeeze arms. You probably like listening to music, right?
Yeah, that's right.
What's another way that you cope with, when you're
you're
frustrated
anxious
and you
or
want to
upset.
squeeze
When you're mad or
something? What do you do?
So maybe I taught my friend Van about it. I go on walks and I take deep breaths.
Do you ever count? I recently learned that if you count, like I'll count to 8 and take a deep breath.
That's a good strategy.
That's a good strategy too.
Yeah, we might need to try it.
Yeah.
I think it's a good one.
Yeah. I don't think I get mad as much.
No.
So-
You seem very joyful.
That's right. I am very joyful.
Midge, I wanted to ask you if, like, ever growing up with your brother, like Tanner, did you ever have a hard time explaining if, like, friends came to the house, or was there ever an instance where you felt like you needed to let people know what your brother was like before they came over?
I'm trying to think. Like, growing up in a small town, a lot of people already knew him and stuff. And our family really, like, we kind of just roll with it. I'm like, this is just how life is, and like sometimes things work a little bit differently with someone who's has a disability, but like we've always been good about we just kind of laugh and keep rolling.
Yeah.
So I think maybe I'll kind of joke and be like, but then just keep rolling. And
I feel like it's always been like a way that we judge people's character.
yeah, like if
It's
you can
always been like
hang,
the criteria. Like if you can't hang with what we got going on, you're probably not for us.
yeah, that's like my ultimate test for like a
What do
guy
you mean,
one day.
but
I'm like,
when
if
we
he
judge
can't
what?
handle Tanner and he
See
can get
this character,
along
like,
and
what they're like on
just
the
vibe,
inside.
then I'm like,
Oh,
all right,
yeah.
you're out. Sorry, it's
Yeah,
not gonna work.
right. That's true.
It's not
It's
gonna
been
work,
a
you know?
great like way that we pick potential romantic interests for the girls.
Yeah.
Like seriously, like their first reaction when they come hang out with the family and like how they roll
Truly.
with all the dynamics that make up our family, and if they just dive right in and own it and handle it and are very relaxed about it, you're a keeper.
Yeah.
If you don't, we're probably not
It's an
gonna
issue.
fun.
Is there
It's an
someone
issue.
on the radar right now?
No.
Okay, everyone, keep that in mind.
I'm just out here being fun.
Can I tell you one more thing? When you told me that some gorillas can squeeze men's arms when they feel threatened by them, hey, in the chat back King Kong, but when one of the men, Mr. Hayes, was standing by the cave and when he was shooting his machine gun, he got out his other gun, and when King Kong was running out and roaring, he grabbed Mr. Hayes and he picked him up and he squeezed him. But the reason why he shook all of them down down there for a while, because they were trying to shoot him, and King Kong didn't want to
Well,
get killed
I
by
would
them.
probably do the same thing if somebody was trying to shoot me.
I mean, you mean you would squeeze their arm?
Well, yeah.
Or jump on
if
them? Or bite them?
Yeah.
Or bite
if somebody
them?
was trying to shoot me.
Or would you bite them or not really bite them?
Well, I don't know. I've never really thought that far.
Something I love about your family, like kind of what you just said about how you guys kind of roll with it, is that you seem to find like certain like levity, like lightness and
Yeah,
like joy
you
and
have
even
to.
humor in it.
Yeah.
And I just wonder if there's like a family story you guys have that's like a funny Tanner story that you guys bring up a lot, or
Oh my gosh, there's so many.
Do you want to tell them the story about when you were in Disney World? Is that
Oh,
a good
Oh,
one?
Lord.
No, is that not a good one? No.
No, it's just, I mean, they can cut it if they don't like it.
Tell them what you did funny in Disney World.
Hey,
We're talking a lot about Disney.
Yeah, we are.
You're with us.
And so one of the past nights when we got back from the rides, I pooped my pants.
Yeah.
dang.
It wasn't my fault. It was my mom's fault. We think it was from all that food I ate.
It was,
Yeah.
Because that
No,
means
it
that
was like he had to hold it for way too long.
We had a long like shuttle ride back to the hotel, and we'd had all that Disney suites and stuff. Ooh,
It was bad.
Yeah, it was like a long trail to the apartment.
Oh,
The
no.
hotel
So
thing
bad.
was not a fun.
Tanner, that happened to me one time.
That's right, Matt. It happened to Taylor one time when we drove up to Illinois. We were out there at night. It was Taylor. Her dog was hurrying. We couldn't stop.
happens to the best of
Happens
us.
to the best of us.
Yeah.
Because especially when you eat a bunch of funky foods, that's what happened to me. I had to go so bad, but we were in California.
Oh God.
And we had a park. There was no parking. We had a park about a mile away from our Airbnb.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oh,
And
that's the worst feeling in
Yep.
the world.
Yep.
I mean,
He was like, "No, I am serious," and he sprinted
like,
and he
my
left me in the
stomach.
streets of LA. I was like, "This is serious." I was crying.
Abby was making fun of me while I was in pain.
Was it me making fun of?
no, honey.
She was
Okay.
just
I was
joking.
teasing him,
Okay,
like in a
gotcha.
joking way.
Yeah.
Tanner spent a lot of his childhood upside down. Like he was
Yes.
always doing handstands and cartwheels and stuff. So that's kind of a funny memory. Like
A big part of his autism was sensory integration dysfunction and needing a lot of pressure into his joints and stuff. And one way, when he was really young, we have a long flight of stairs in our front foyer. He used to run to the top of the stairs and sort of like throw his body onto the top step. Not like in a self-injurious way, but just like in like he liked the sound, I think, of his hands slapping the hardwood floor and his body. And then he would come to the bottom where there was a coat closet and slam his body into the coat closet. And I think it was how he sort of like applied pressure. And he'd go to OT and stuff, and they would do all kinds of like joint manipulation and stuff to give him that proprioception and pressure. Well, over the years, it sort of evolved into perfecting a handstand. And he can do a really
and he would do it in
incredible-
public.
Like,
we'd look over and he'd be like upside
right.
down and be like, okay.
For a lot, like church lobby, restaurant waiting rooms, didn't matter where we were. A lot of times we were upside down.
Yep.
And it was the funniest thing because Tanner grew very early.
Yeah.
He was always a little bit tall for his age. He's not, average height now, but he had an early growth spurt. Was a little taller than the average kid and was upside down.
That's amazing.
Like a
Great
lot. And it was
handstand.
just
I was
like,
great
and it was something we just learned to just like laugh at. We're like, oh well, don't kick anybody.
Thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this portion of our episode. 61% of the global workforce is experiencing higher than normal levels of stress. And if that is you, I am so sorry. I've definitely been in places in my life where I've been really stressed out, especially as a parent. There's times that I think both Abby and I can relate to feeling in over our heads and we don't know what we're doing. But that is why therapy is such an amazing thing. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. It's convenient too. You can join a session with a therapist at the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life. Plus, switch therapists at any time, free of charge. I've used BetterHelp. It's been so convenient, especially the fact that you don't have to drive in and like wait in the waiting room. It's so nice that it's entirely online. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/unplannedpodcast. That's betterhelp.com/unplannedpodcast.
Well, you've probably seen Tanner grow and change so much over the years.
Unbelievable.
What are some of the biggest areas of growth that you've noticed?
Oh, for sure, self-regulation. I mean, like that was, I would say, as a young child, definitely like probably the most difficult. Tanner's nervous system was extremely unorganized. A lot of self-stimulatory behavior, what they call stims, very scattered attention span. Just a really hard time regulating himself. I couldn't really pay attention to one thing for more than a few minutes at a time. Always was very easy to redirect and was always very cooperative, but I almost felt just uncomfortable in his body. Sounds were too loud. I always felt like his peripheral vision was too strong, like because we did a lot of this. And so the different therapies that we did and just worked with some amazing practitioners over the years, all of that cumulatively, I think just finally started coming together. And kind of once we got past puberty and the disruption that is, I know that Tanner has really done an amazing job of learning to regulate his body. And he started running in high school, cross country. We bought a trampoline so he could jump for hours and get that sensory input that he needed. I think self-advocacy, like learning to ask questions, learning to say, I do not understand what your words mean, say it a different way. Or I need you to rephrase that. I don't know what that means. That's huge. Wouldn't you say, Tanner?
Yeah.
I mean, that has
You're
helped
really
you
good at
a
that.
lot.
I'm really good at that.
Yeah, you are very good at that. Expressing your own emotions, and we're still working on that.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, that's right. Because we all know what emotions are.
That's right, and not worrying about like whether or not it's the right answer.
That's right, yeah.
We're still working on that, and that's been amazing. And honestly, he's just blowing our mind with what he's capable of.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
especially in the last since Love on the Spectrum and everything.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, just handling such an incredibly overloaded schedule, and I mean, like really, like his alarm goes off, he gets up, he eats breakfast, he makes his bed, he takes a shower, he shaves, he goes to work, he's on time, he does his laundry. His house is always neat. He washes his dishes.
You're stud.
I mean,
like truly has amazed me. Truly
That's
has amazed
amazing.
me. Yeah.
I thought it was interesting how you said you're not really a night owl and you go to bed at 10 p.m. But can I tell you something?
Tell me.
I go to bed at 9:30.
Hey, I love
Well,
that.
That's so cool. That's so cool. Abby. That's so cool.
What
Abby.
time do you go to bed on work nights?
I'm at 9 o'clock.
If he has to work, he goes to bed at 9. On another night, on a night you're not working, it's 10, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
what time do you have to wake up in the morning?
At 6 o'clock, while I've worked from 7 to 12.
Yep, he gets up at 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do you like having a routine, like when you wake up and then you eat the same thing and then you go to your job at the same time?
I do.
Tell them about
Yeah.
your meal times. Like when do you like to eat? Like on a normal day when you're by yourself in Clemson and going to work, when do you like to eat?
I say I eat after I get done with work, like lunch. I eat breakfast when I first get up.
Right when you first get up?
Yeah, I eat dinner around 6.
That's a very good routine.
That's a very good routine.
It's very routined.
Do you think that you'll work the job that you're working right now for a long time, or do you have other ideas for jobs you'd like to work in the future?
That's the only job I want to have until then.
Yeah. You love your job.
It's a
don't
good
you?
It's my job.
place,
It's a good place.
The Shepherd's an amazing place. It's very warm and supportive, and they're always challenging enough. I think like they're always like asking them for a little more. You know what I mean? Enough to keep it where we're always
High
learning
standards,
something
that
new,
kind of
and just I think just the community there is
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
so
little
good.
bit magical when you walk in.
Oh, Mom,
Yeah,
what time
it
is it
really
now?
is.
Right now?
Yeah, I just want.
I'm honestly not sure.
Because you have your watch up, but you have
It
your
is
watch on.
think my-
4:47.
4:47.
I just want to know what time we're gonna go dinner night, like or
6:30.
6. That's a good time.
Yeah, that is a good time.
What are you doing for dinner tonight?
Well, I think Midge said she thinks we're going to a Mexican restaurant.
Miss Lisa and Anna planned it.
Yeah, we're going with Connor's
We're going
family.
wherever the Tomlinsons tell us to go.
No way. What's your favorite food?
Oh, my first favorite food is chicken ears. My second favorite is hamburgers. My third favorite is pizza.
So then how do you feel about Mexican food tonight? Is that okay?
I feel good about Mexican.
We
'cause
love
I
Mexican.
like
Good
some
about
Mexican
it.
food. I like tacos or refried beans and rice.
Yes.
I just like burritos and quesadillas.
Oh yeah.
We're happy with everything.
Yeah.
What do you think you'll order tonight? You think you'll get some tacos?
Yes, I'm gonna get 2 tacos. I want to get 2 tacos.
Oh, cheese dip.
And cheese dip and
Yeah.
refried beans and rice. Hey, I can free refried beans and rice with my tacos. And I'm glad too because they're good for you and they help me poop.
They do. That's a good reason to eat them.
Tanner,
Agreed.
tell Miss Abby, because she has little boys, she'll probably appreciate this. Tell them what your nickname is.
Tank.
Okay, tell who called you Tank.
One of our friends from back home, Mr. Joe, gave me the nickname Tank.
Why did he call you that?
Because when I was born, I was a big baby. I was a fat baby. I was still like a tank.
And you said you should have called that kid Tanker, not Tanner,
that's-
right?
that's right, that's
You
right,
started
that's
calling
right.
you
He's always got my tank.
having little children.
Hey, when I was in my mom's tummy, my mom wanted to name me Cameron, and my dad wanted to name me Jesse. But mom, after you wanted me to name me Cameron, after dad wanted to name me Jesse, you saw the word Tanner in the books, right?
I saw Tanner in a book, and we knew somebody else who used the name Cameron right before you were born, so I didn't want to use it again so fast. But when Tanner was born, he doubled his birth weight in 8 weeks on breast milk alone, and then was like 22 pounds at 6 months. So you having like little boys, you'll appreciate that. Like, so the nickname, everybody asks, like, because I mean, he's not particularly, large now, but like as a little child, and was always just like taller and bigger than like everybody else his age. Always. So that's the Tank story.
that.
That's right.
It was so funny.
Our boys are pretty big too.
Are they?
Especially our second.
Well, Matt, you're tall. You think they're going to be tall?
They're just kind of like, we
Husky?
call them sturdy.
Yeah, we were
That's a good way to put it.
That's a nice word. We were very sturdy.
Like they're not squishy though. Like
Yeah, he
I'm
wasn't
like,
either.
Gosh,
Like-
like a tank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a tank. Yeah, just thick. Yeah, thick.
Augie can't get pushed down.
right.
He cannot get knocked over. That
Are they close? Do they like play together?
They're the best buddies.
I love it.
Yeah,
That's
Griffin
so
is very.
sweet.
Our oldest is very protective of his little brother. He always I don't give him any treat without him being like, no, one for Augie too. Like even his favorite thing,
That's
like
so
his sucker.
precious.
He'll be like,
That's such a
one for
gift
Augie
as a
too.
mother. That they
Yeah.
love each other. I mean,
Oh,
to
I'm
watch your children
so
love each
sad for the
other.
day that they get in a fight. I'm like not prepared. I will be so
They'll make up the
sad.
next day or like an hour later. They'll be good.
yeah, I think that's like such
Matt,
a like.
do you like to travel?
I love to travel.
And me too. Are there any places you've never been before that you want to go to one day?
You said India, and I want to go to India really bad because I love Indian food, and I think the people there are really nice.
That's a good choice. But I'm not with you on that because I don't want to go to India. My mom told me a lot of their food there is spicy, and I don't like spicy food. Oh hey, there's some places I've never been before that I'm going to one day. Let me tell you what they are. I want to go to Europe, Jamaica, and Greece one day. Hey, guess what? Me and my mom Midge going to Europe the summer I'm 32 in Romania. And guess what else? I want to meet some Eastern European people there that speak Romanian.
Why? Okay, why
why?
Romania? How did you start liking Romania?
Well, hey, you probably never seen this Gorilla movie, My Joe Young.
Mayo Joe Young?
Mighty Joe Young.
Mighty Joe Young.
Charlize Theron and Bill
Hey,
Paxton.
also it has these two bad guys.
Old movie. A
It's
lot older
real-
than y'all are.
Old movie.
Okay,
Okay.
it's a real gorilla movie.
You should watch it. It's actually really good.
It has these two the poachers in it. It has these two other bad guys in it. These other poachers named Andre Strasser and Garth. And so it was at night when the poachers were hunting the gorillas at night. So yeah, Joe, he's a gorilla, and when he grows up in the movie, he's a 2,000-pound gorilla. And so, Andre Strasser, when they were hunting, and Garth, when they were hunting the gorillas at night, he killed Joe's mommy when Joe was a baby gorilla. So Joe bit off his finger and thumb on his right hand. Yeah, Joe.
And tell me about Andre. So
So in the movie, Andre Strasser, he's Eastern European and he speaks Romanian in the movie.
and that's where the interest in Romania came from.
Interesting.
Hey, also,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what his real name is too. Rachel Bazija. That's what Andre
And if
Strasser's
you
real name
look
is.
him up, he's been the villain in quite a few movies, and I'm sure. I think that movie came out.
Oh,
when did Mighty Joe Young come out? Is that the late 80s?
It was in December. I'll tell you on my phone later. What tonight?
Was it in 1980 something?
I think so. Yes, mom.
I believe so.
Hey, also, he was born in Munich, Croatia. Rachel Bazija. He's a bad guy in The Saint, and his name's Ivan in The Saint.
He is the bad guy in The Saint.
Okay.
Did y'all ever see The Saint with Val Kilmer?
No.
Okay, we're an expert in a lot of these things.
We love movies.
Okay.
Tell them why you want to go to Greece one day.
Oh, because I like the movie Grease with John Travolta and Eddie Deason.
Yes.
So we want to go.
And we're all about to put that on the universe. We want to go to Greece.
We're just gonna
Yes.
wait till we get there to realize that.
And the song in the
movie's
beginning of
not
the
there.
movie, Grease, but by Frankie Valli.
Yeah.
Okay, you're a big fan of the movie Grease. Have you ever performed in a musical before?
Ooh.
Have I, Mitch? Have I, Mom?
No.
I don't think so.
Do you like to sing or dance or
Well,
anything?
I sing songs with the lyrics. I sing songs with the lyrics when they're in my head.
Who did you get to sing with at the CMA Fest?
I got to sing with Brothers Osborne,
He
John
did.
Osborne, TJ Osborne.
We had a little meet and greet with them.
Really?
And he told them his favorite song, and the three of them sang a verse and a chorus of it.
And they're
together.
beautiful singers, and
They
we
are
That's cool.
fabulous.
trying to be beautiful singers.
They are, they are fabulous.
Hey,
It
guys,
was
Mom?
really fun.
When we talk about The Saint, that Val Kilmer and Razor Bazijas in The Saint, do you like it?
Oh, I love that movie.
Hey, did you and Daddy ever watch the part where Val Kilmer defeated the other bad guys and
I've
Ivan?
watched The Saint more times than I can count.
Hey, one day I'm gonna watch The Saint, and
You
then
never
my
watched it?
Well, I'm the whole thing. I mean,
gotta
Do y'all
watch
have
it
like a
together.
family movie?
I don't remember the part
that you
I don't think I
watch?
watched the part where Val Kilmer
I mean,
defeated the
maybe
bad guys
Christmas
or
movies.
Ivan.
Like
Okay.
we'll
we're
see.
big.
Well, I'll
Abby's
watch
a
it
big
one
fan
night.
of Christmas.
Is
Is that your favorite
Everything
holiday?
Ivan does in
Do you
the
like
movie.
deck your house out and do all the?
I'm not big into decorating, honestly.
Really?
Like I don't know why I don't like decorating, but I love
don't either.
everything
It stresses
Christmas.
me out.
Yeah, I'm
It
like,
stresses me out.
Too much.
I mean, I love having a tree up, but in general, I'm like, oh no, I don't know. It's not my. I don't like buying decorations because I'm like, we're just only gonna put them up for a couple
For a
months.
couple
Yeah.
of weeks and then
Yeah.
it's down.
I love Christmas music. I make him sick of Christmas music.
Yeah.
Christmas baking. We love Christmas activities. We love
Right.
Christmas.
But the
Is that your
decorations-
favorite holiday too?
Yeah, it's Christmas. It's my favorite holiday. Hey, guess what? I dressed up as Buddy the Elf on Christmas.
You'd be the perfect Buddy the Elf.
Hey, I'm sure you both watch Elf on Christmas.
Oh.
With Will Ferrell.
Like many times.
Hey, I know Ed Asner. He was Santa Claus and Elf.
Oh, was he?
Yes, he was. Hey, guess what, Matt, Abby?
Ed
Guess what?
Asner.
Guess what? I got invited to this party thing that I was gonna go
did.
to, but we couldn't go. And guess
Asner.
what?
He's
I
really
was gonna,
sad.
I was gonna meet Ed Asner's son, Matt Asner.
We were supposed to go. Well, we were invited on the 14th, but we were coming on the 18th, and there was no way to be in California that many days early. So, for the Ed
Oh,
Asner
dang
Foundation or
it.
something, yeah, he was really wanting to meet.
Oh, and Ed Asner, he also played Jonah Jameson in Spider-Man: The Animated Series. He did.
Wow.
Tanner, I wanted to ask you. You seem like a very
Matt's like-
confident person.
I am a very confident person
Do you know what makes you feel confident?
because I'm on Love Sunshine. I'm very smart. I spread joy all around the world.
You do? And what else? Like, what else is in your life that makes you feel good about yourself?
All my friends. Yeah, and all my friends, just like you, and Midge, and Taylor,
Aw.
and Jimmy and Maverick.
And Tanner, I feel like you've really taken some chances on things that are hard to do.
Yeah, that's another thing.
And I think you've proven to yourself that you can do it.
I proved myself that I can do it.
Can you tell Matt and Abby, what was probably the biggest thing you did that was scary in your life up to now, that was like a big chance that we weren't sure how it was going to go, but you did it anyway? When you went where?
When I went to Clemson Life. When I went to Clemson Life.
That's a big chance for everybody.
It's a big chance for everybody.
Did you
Yeah.
feel scared before you went?
I did, because I never lived away from my mom and dad first. Hey, the truth is, when I was a freshman, I did feel homesick. I mean, I was homesick some at first, but then I started having fun.
Yeah, that's how I felt. You know, my parents dropped me off at school and I literally just cried. I was like, what do they expect me to do here?
Yeah.
all by
Yeah,
myself?
all by
Me too. I was
was
like
like-
crying my dorm.
I know.
I was like, how are they going to just leave me here?
It's so
Yeah.
hard as a mom. Oh my God.
I'm not ready. This show is sponsored by Liquid IV. I've said it once, I'll say it again, I've said it a million times. I drink Liquid IV every single day, especially in the summer. I do not miss. I really, really look forward to it, especially in this Arizona heat. I swear, I need a cool, refreshing drink, and sometimes water just doesn't cut it. It's kind of boring. It's flavorless, but Liquid IV is delicious. They have a range of incredible flavors. Let me just list a few that I love. Actually, today I'm drinking cotton candy.
Yes.
There's a pink one and a blue one.
I really like the cotton candy. Personally, that's my favorite flavor. If you haven't tried it, you need to go try it right now.
I'm on a kick with watermelon though. It just feels very appropriate for summer. I also really love strawberry. I love a lot of the sugar-free flavors too. They have a great sugar-free grape one, a peach one, a lemon lime one. So many flavors. Oh, the raspberry melon. Can we talk about it? We could go on all day, you guys. And they've just released the latest sugar-free flavor, Arctic Raspberry. I haven't got my hands on it yet, but I'm really hoping to. And just one stick plus 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone. And that is true. I literally feel so revived and replenished. We have Addie, who is pregnant. She can't even go a day without having electrolytes or she starts getting cramps. Is that okay if I talk about that?
That's our sister-in-law, and she's right here to the right of us. on a computer watching us record these ads right now.
Even she needs her electrolytes. I'm telling you.
Everyone is going to Liquid IV. You should try it out.
Liquid IV is powered by LIV Hydroscience, an optimized ratio of electrolytes, essential vitamins, and clinically tested nutrients that turns ordinary water into extraordinary hydration with 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink.
Squeeze the most out of your summer with Liquid IV.
Tear, pour, live more. Go to liquidiv.com and get 20% off your order with code UNPLANNED at checkout. That's 20% off your first order with code UNPLANNED at liquidiv.com.
When we drove home that day, when Mark and I, my husband, left him, we just sat in the car and stared straight ahead. Like the whole almost 3 hours home, we just sat there and I was like, what have we done? What have we done? There's just, I can't. I literally felt sick for like a week. I thought I'm never gonna make it through this. But he just blew our minds.
Yep.
And the program is just so well done and so supported, and so just the way they have it structured is unbelievable. I mean, I really want other family there, and there are many programs like it now that have come up, and they're coming fast. And it's just such an opportunity for people that have differences to still achieve a lot more than what you would think in life. They just need that extra cushion, that extra scaffold, that extra support, and a little bit of creativity in the way they get their education.
What do
you know?
people do if they can't afford college, or they can't afford
And that's
some
tough.
of the therapies?
And I mean, I think that for a lot of people, that is the roadblock for a lot of people. I know that there are more and more and more grants, and there are more and more different fundings for kids to go. But I tell so many families, I'm like, who get a diagnosis young, start thinking about it, from day one, and putting that money aside, because it is the best thing we ever did.
Yeah.
It changed his entire life. I mean, Love on the Spectrum, of course, obviously this has been unexpected and massive, but Tanner's life really, I would say, just did a 360 the day he walked out the door to go to college. And like, that's when things really turned around, and it was just unreal.
How often do you see each other being that far apart?
Before the show, it was every couple months.
No,
Not that often.
every couple weeks.
Before the show, it wasn't that much. I mean, like, but he'd come home when you came home, and I
Yeah,
would
I
maybe
guess
come up
so.
there once in between.
Yeah.
Like if you came home for a major break, but I'm certainly text and FaceTime every day.
Yeah.
Now with the show and all that he has going on, I have a bedroom in his apartment, and like I'm back
She's
and
the
forth
best
all the
mom.
time.
She'll drive up there, spend a couple hours, and then
Yeah,
drive back
sometimes
all
I
in
go
one
back
day.
in one day. Like we
Like,
go up to
just
like film a
come see
video
him.
or something and then come
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
But and it's so nice now because I'm in a spot in life. Our youngest is about to go to college. I can do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I have the freedom and the flexibility, and it's sort of like we're just working in partnership, and it's so fun.
Yeah,
because who would have thought as a young adult that we'd spend all this time together? So it's actually been like such an unexpected blessing, and we've had some great memories.
Yeah, we
in
have
the
some
last
great
2
memories.
years. Like I'll never forget this time together. We've had so much fun.
Hey, Midge, when you said I spent my childhood a lot upside down while I did handstands and cartwheels, hey, Matt, Abby, I like the song Upside Down from Curious George by Jack Johnson.
It's a great song.
Hey, I like Curious George. Hey, I'm thinking about being Curious George next Halloween.
You're gonna be.
Did
the
you
best.
know when we used to live in Hawaii, we would go to the beach and we would be like right by Jack Johnson's house?
No
That's so
way.
cool.
Isn't that
Wow.
crazy? He lives there.
He does? That's
Yeah,
so cool.
he lives
I
in
know he's a
Hawaii.
good singer.
What a
Hey,
life.
Yeah, which part of Hawaii does he live in?
I don't know. People in Hawaii are pretty. They don't like sharing like locations and stuff. But he lives on. I'm pretty sure Oahu.
Is that where
if
you guys
I'm-
lived?
And we lived on Oahu when we were there. But yeah, he seems to be such a nice, chill guy. I mean, his music is
So good.
therapeutic, right?
So good.
And it's
So good.
it's the
Yeah.
best.
Oh, also, hey, well, Michael, I told Michael that I'm planning on being Curious George next Halloween, and Michael, Michael asked me if I want him to be the man with the yellow hat. Yeah, I told Michael, yes, I want him
Who's
to be the man
Michael,
with the
buddy?
hat.
Who's Michael?
Oh, Michael Schrader.
Oh yeah. That's right. Okay, and he's gonna be the man with the yellow
Yes,
hat
Mom.
for you.
And Michael, it works at the Shepherd
He
Hotel.
does. Yep,
Yeah.
he's gonna be
Okay.
the man with the yellow hat for me.
You guys are gonna look incredible.
We're gonna look incredible.
amazing.
Yeah, we'll take pictures.
Oh, tell them last Halloween you had a really special surprise.
I was Shrek.
And who made you up?
Paul.
Paul. Yeah.
His name's Paul.
Yeah.
And you did
Yeah.
all your makeup for
Hey,
you.
the
He's a
Halloween.
professional makeup artist.
Oh,
He
Paul
turned
is
him
a-
into Shrek. It was great.
Really?
Oh, the Halloween 127. I'm gonna be one of the bad guys from Spider-Man. That material's Tombstone. And I'm gonna have Paul dress me up as Tombstone.
Paul's
You're not gonna be
incredible.
scary, are you?
Oh, not too scary. I mean, hey, Mitch doesn't think Tombstone's too scary in Spider-Man Damn
No, I don't
Materials.
think not too bad.
That's
You'll
right.
be all right.
And the Halloween 128. I'm gonna meet Jet Black.
That would be a great
nice.
one.
There you go.
I love that. Tanner, you got it all planned out.
I'm a guy. I have it all planned out.
Yes, you do.
I recently saw on your TikTok page, Tanner, that you did a partnership with Crocs, which is
Yes.
so cool.
Yes.
Was that a dream partnership to work with
Yeah,
them?
Yeah.
You grew up in
Tell
Crocs.
them, why did you always wear Crocs when you were a little boy?
Because I didn't always like to wear tennis shoes.
A lot of sensory issues.
Yep.
And for the longest time, do you remember, Tanner, we used to think that you never got cold because
Yeah.
you would always go outside on your four-wheeler.
Yes, Mom.
Even when it was cold outside and
Uh-huh.
ride without a shirt.
Yeah.
And he couldn't stand Tanner, like very sturdy, extremely sturdy, had like a square foot. It was like a cement block. Could not stuff that foot into tennis shoes, and he hated
Nightmares.
it. And it is nightmares trying to find shoes that fit. So for literal years, we wore Crocs because it was the easiest, most comfortable, but appropriate, like, footwear. And so when they came to us, I told them that story. And I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so real and relevant to partner with y'all because Crocs were like an integral part of our life for the sensory integration problems for years. I mean, they really were. And I'm like, we had every color.
Oh, I used to wear them
every
too with my
style.
Bermuda
I mean, we were-
shorts. I was like,
and we would wear them until
crushing.
they like disintegrated.
Did you ever have any camouflage Crocs?
Oh.
That's
I
what
did,
I
I
had.
did.
Maverick still has them.
No way. When I was a kid, I had camo Crocs, and
Oh,
I thought they
camo
were
Crocs.
so cool. But now they make little like gibbets for them.
Tell them yeah, in your video, what'd you give out? In the video we did for Crocs, what'd you give out?
What did I give out?
Well, on the video we did with
Like the
Crocs,
ones that you gave to me.
the trace films.
Remember you gave me the little pearl?
Yeah, Midge.
The
I gave
gibbets.
Gibbets.
the gibbets. The gibbets. Yes.
Remember you gave to, who did you give the gibbets to?
Midge
And?
and Marcus.
And?
Who else? And
Josie.
Trace. And Trace.
Josie.
And Josie.
Yep.
Josie. And yes, and Josie.
Yes.
But you have
remember?
ones with, what are your gibbets?
Yeah,
on
what are your
Crocs?
gibbets on your Crocs right now? Your little decorations on your Crocs, what are they? Your blue Crocs.
my blue Crocs. My blue dinosaur Crocs.
You have dinosaurs.
We have dinosaurs
There's
on
dinosaur gibbets.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hooked him up.
Oh, that's awesome.
We've
No,
all
and
got
they're
Crocs.
so stylish now. Like
Yeah, they're so
everyone's
fun.
wearing Crocs. It's the cool thing. So I that's really neat that
And
you.
it was very
Bringing it back.
very sweet. It was very sweet. It brought back a lot of memories, like
Yeah.
to wear the Crocs and stuff because that was literally the shoe we wore for everything for years.
Has anybody ever told you, Tanner, that you have golden retriever energy? Do you know what that is?
What does that mean?
Golden retriever energy means that you're just very smiley and
I am very
happy
smiley.
and joyful.
Yeah.
Because the golden retriever dogs, they just tend to be really happy dogs.
Yep.
They're great family dogs. Like a lot of people just love that breed of dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I notice like whenever I see your videos pop up, the comment sections are like,
Yep.
Tanner has golden retriever energy.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you guys see the videos on TikTok where it's like his sound of like, I'm so happy to see you, and people were like videoing their dogs?
Yes.
And every video was
Where
like a
they-
dog being like,
"You're cute and
it's
beautiful."
Tanner.
Yeah. As his,
It was
they
like a
used
trend
his
for a
voice.
second. It was funny.
Oh, it was a big trend after season 2. The part where he said to Kate, you
Like,
know,
"You're so cute and beautiful,"
You're so cute
and
and
all
beautiful.
that.
And they're like, what did you like about me? And they have their dog looking out.
That's so sweet.
It's really cute.
Doesn't Kate and her family have a dog?
I think they do. Yeah. And Callie has a service
Oh,
dog.
that's right. Uh-huh.
Yeah. They all have cute dogs.
Oh, one day this summer while I'm home in St. Matthews in July, I'm playing on, hey, Kate has an older brother named Kent, and Kent has a wife named Adri, and I'm playing on me and my mom going to do some fun with Kate and her mom and Kent and Adri one day this summer in July.
No
would be
way.
fun.
Do
Yeah.
you have a plan of what you're gonna do?
I don't know yet.
Well, we might do maybe the zoo, or
Yeah, I like
maybe
us to go to
we
the zoo
out
club,
to
yeah.
eat, or
Yeah.
or I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe we'll do something with water since it's summertime.
Yeah, maybe we'll do something
We'll have
with
to see
water.
what their plans are.
Yeah, Mom.
Well, okay, like your favorite place to go with your friends, would it be if you had to choose between something with water, because I know you love to swim, would you choose a water activity like swimming or the beach, or would you choose something with gorillas like the zoo?
A water activity.
You would?
Really?
Okay. You would choose a water activity?
Yeah.
You love a water park too,
I
don't
love
you?
water park. I like the water park in Charleston.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you might actually really enjoy, this is one of my favorite water activities. I love to surf. I think
cool
it's
that you
so
like
much
surf.
fun.
Yeah.
So if you ever get a chance to try it out, you should,
I
because
think
it's a
you'll
blast.
probably be. Tell them what you do behind the boat.
Hey, I kneeboard.
Yo, you kneeboard.
I do.
Kneeboards, yes.
No way.
Yeah.
You can
Great.
spin it and all that, yeah.
We love doing like wakeboarding
Uh-huh.
and tubing. All that's so much
Midge,
fun.
you should see
I do
Midge
the tube where you
wakeboard.
sit on your butt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
are you a lake person? Do you guys ever go
I'm
to
a
the
lake
lake?
person,
We're
an
lake
ocean
people.
person,
Yeah.
and a pool person.
We're like people.
So why kneeboarding? Oh,
Because I learned how to I learned how to get up on my knees, and when you pull the rope out, you have to lean back a little bit.
Yeah, you learned when you were really young.
I think it was probably 13.
Yeah, you were not. I think even younger than that, maybe. But you've been kneeboarding a long time.
I was 11 or 12.
Yeah, you've been kneeboarding a long time. Yeah.
Matt, what are some things you don't like to do?
Ooh, some things that I don't like to do. Probably running. I don't really like to run very much. I don't know why. I'd rather play a sport, you know?
than
Like
just
recently
run.
I've been playing pickleball. Do you ever play pickleball?
Sometimes I haven't played it much though.
That's probably my new favorite thing. Like Abby and I've been playing pickleball with our family, and
I want
that
to get into
is a
that.
lot
It seems
of
so fun.
So
Everyone's
fun.
doing it.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of hard, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like, you got to be like kind of
I've
quick
gotten
on your
smoked
feet.
by senior citizens
Yeah.
before.
Yes, like all the
Yeah.
And they
ladies who
said the
do
people
it.
that are like really into it are like good.
Yeah.
It seems
Hey,
fun.
so did you just tell me you don't like to run?
Yeah, I don't really like running.
That's a good thing for you not like to do. But we found that because I like to run.
How do you feel about running now that you don't do it as much anymore?
I feel good about running for fun.
You would go run for fun.
Oh, yeah.
Tell Mr. Matt, what did you do in high school with running?
I did cross country.
You did cross country.
Hey, but I'm doing some things I don't like to do. I don't like to water ski. I like to snow ski. I don't like to wakeboard. I don't like to play football. I don't like to play chess.
There we go. Okay.
There we go. There's the list.
I like it.
It's only 5 things.
And how long have you had that list?
Why I started to ask my friends things about themselves before I practice on copying back.
Yeah. Tanner, why do you like to ask people those specific questions when you're meeting someone new or talking to somebody?
Because I get interested on what things I do fun because I care about their feelings. So yeah.
Yeah, you do.
It makes me feel proud that I'm copying back with my friends.
Yeah. And you like to kind of know where the conversation is going to go?
Yeah, I do, Mom.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can keep the conversation going.
And Tanner came up with those questions on his own.
That's
It's like
really
a
cool.
conversation
Also,
strategy.
when at the summer and like in August, and like in the summers in June and July, and in the spring, I ask my friends if they've been on any vacations and like how their sons are doing, like some of our friends' sons and their daughters, how they're doing, and how their brothers are doing and sisters. Those are good questions to
Those
ask.
are great
Those are good
questions. Those are
questions, bud.
excellent questions.
And with you and Connor being such close friends, I'm guessing there's probably some things that you guys both like a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is there what's something that you and Connor both like?
We like swords and we like dragons.
Swords and
Really?
dragons for sure.
So is there a video game or a show you like because of swords and dragons?
Oh yeah. Hey, you know what? There's this movie called Quest for Camelot. This cartoon movie that we like, Quest for Camelot, with the magic sword in it, the Excalibur, and these dragons in it.
Would you ever? I mean, when I think about swords and dragons, I think about a sport. Have you heard of fencing? Do
I
you know
think
what
so, yeah.
fencing is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where people like sword fight. I wonder if you and Connor would like doing that. That might be fun.
Oh yeah.
Would you do it?
Maybe so.
Would you try it?
Yeah. It doesn't have any tackling, does it?
No tackling.
No, you
Yes, I'll try
actually, you're kind of away from them a little bit because you're doing your sword.
Yes, I'll
against
try
each
it.
other.
Yes, I'll try it.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you're
and-
not real close with your body.
Yes,
to
I'll
that.
try it.
And you wear a mask and protective gear so that if you hit somebody with your sword,
won't
it doesn't
cut.
really hurt them.
Yes, I would do that, Matt.
Tanner, that
Yeah.
it's kind of like a skill thing, like like who can move their sword the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually a sport in the Olympics.
Yes,
Yeah.
I would do that.
I feel like that'd be fun to watch too.
That would be interesting to watch, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah.
Very entertaining to watch.
I would love to hear I would love to hear the dialogue that goes with it.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you guys though, season 4, Love on the Spectrum, do we know if it's happening? Do we know anything?
We know Netflix approved it. We know that.
Oh,
We know
okay.
that, but we don't know anything else.
Really?
No, we don't.
No way.
No, we really don't.
If they asked you to do a season 4 of Love on the Spectrum, would you want to do it, Tanner?
I would.
You would?
Yeah.
Do you like going on the dates?
I do.
Seems like you've gotten 2 really good friends out of it this past season.
Yeah.
Sweet girls.
Sweet
So that's-
girls. Yeah.
And how do you feel about everybody that works on Love on the Spectrum? Can you tell them their names?
Oh yeah. So, doesn't Mr. Tom, oh
Mr.
no, Kian. Kian?
Yeah, the crew.
And Freddie, he did, and Emma did. Oh, and Dave and Connor.
Dave and Connor.
Oh,
and remember, who was the other little girl that helped for a while?
So,
Was it
Chloe?
Chloe?
Yes, Mom, Chloe.
They have
You
an
like
awesome
all
crew.
of them.
Yeah, I
They're
like
really
Chloe
nice.
too.
Very nice people.
I feel like because we were talking earlier about marriage and you said that was like, stressed you out a little bit.
Yeah.
And so I wonder, if you decided to, keep taking a break from dating, if there were ever the chance that Netflix would do a spin-off show of like Friends on the Spectrum and it's you and Connor, I feel like that would be a really fun show.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would like that.
I like that. I like
show
that.
with Connor, wouldn't you?
I would.
That's been tagged in comments.
Oh, Mom,
Really?
Can I
A
tell them
Tanner and
about-
Connor show. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I tell them about what other we thought of when we drive back from the car?
You
But after we-
certainly can tell them that, and that's kind of like our new idea for what we might do next.
After we went to dinner, me, you and Midge with Lizzie, and Jess, and Gracie,
you can tell them. You
tell
may
them
tell
about
them
it.
the
And
idea.
Madison. Hey,
Tell them your next idea for what we're going to do
like
next.
it was like Think Tank. Was that what
Think
it's called?
Tank.
Let's hear it. What's your idea?
I like she think about being the next Steve from Blue's Clues. And what about the kids part? How do I explain?
Well, you would be like a host.
I'd be like a host.
Or you would have like an adventure show.
Have
with
like an adventure
kids.
show. I like an adventure with
Something
kids.
we're very interested in. And what would you call it?
I would call it Think Tank.
Think Tank.
That's
Yeah,
a
and I
great
can do two things
idea.
at once. Yeah, I like to do it too.
Yeah.
He's
He
really good with
loves
kids. Like,
Because I'm really good with kids.
he would come to read to my first graders, and there was 80 first graders sitting in front of him, and they were just like locked in. So
Tanner
just doing
has
like
a real
fun
gift
things.
with children.
Yeah.
And he loves to read. And what's another exciting thing that Taylor's working on? What is she writing?
She's writing something about me, right?
A book about you.
A book about me.
Like a
Yeah, his
children's
older
book.
sister's writing a children's book about him.
No way.
It's really sweet. It's being illustrated right now. So there's a couple things that we're working on because
Does she have children?
she is pregnant. She's due in
Yes.
November.
So you're gonna be an uncle
Yeah,
too?
I'm gonna be
Yes.
uncle. I'm gonna be
Gonna be an
uncle.
Our
Yeah.
first baby in the family. We're
Yes.
so excited.
Exciting.
Yeah.
But the reading in the school thing was another accidental thing. The school that Tanner went to a different school in Columbia, but the school that our other children grew up in asked him when he was home one Christmas, would he just come in and read? Just like as a special guest, just to be a guest reader. And we're like, yeah, he loves little kids. We'll do that. Never thought a thing about it. And he sat down, picked the book up in front of these kids, and it was like magic. He's so good with them. And kids just, like they're just
Yep.
drawn. And then you were just reading, like you read a Christmas book and you were just kind of
I did.
reading whatever the teacher gave you for a while.
Yeah.
And then we actually started reading books pertaining to autism and stimming and talking about from a children's perspective, you know.
And what do you teach them? Like, what did you teach my?
Yeah.
I taught him what stimming is.
Yeah, and
Yep.
you give
You, like,
examples.
show them
Give
and you
examples?
show them and he gets them on their feet. And we're like, my dad was a teacher, my sister was a teacher, my aunt was a teacher, Midge is a teacher. And I called Mark after one of these readings and I was like, oh my God, he's a teacher. I'm like, he's a teacher. I'm like, that's his gift. He's a teacher. And like, we never knew. We never would have like known if we hadn't just gone in and done like a guest reading spot one day. And I was like, maybe that's kind of like what God has for him is like to like impact children as a man with autism that's living alone successfully and just show them like the world from his perspective and talk to them. And I just feel, I don't know, Dana, you really, you feel good about yourself.
Yeah,
when
I
you
feel
read.
good about myself.
Yeah, when you read to kids, it's just such a win-win for everybody.
I think being able to interact with kids in that way is really a skill that you either have or you don't. You
Yeah.
can't
I
teach
agree.
that.
It's natural.
Yeah, I
So I
agree.
feel like you have that gift, Tanner.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Tanner, would it be true to say that you're more looking for friends than looking for love?
Yeah.
That's good. I think
is
it's
a
good to
good
know
thing.
that now. Like
Yeah.
you started the journey, you tried it, and maybe it's not timing.
Right,
the timing
right.
isn't right.
That's right. Yeah.
And I think see, Tanner, do you feel you just said it?
Yeah, Abby. Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
There
Good
you
job.
go.
Good job.
Yeah, Matt, what's your favorite food?
Oh, probably shrimp tacos.
That's a good choice. I'm
Yeah.
with you on that because I like shrimp tacos too. What's your favorite dessert food?
Favorite dessert? Probably creme brulee. Have you tried creme
Oh,
brulee?
I love creme
Have you had
brulee.
it before, Mitch? Have you had
I don't think so. It's got like a hard top, but then you kind of break.
It's kind of like a hot pudding almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or tiramisu. Have you had tiramisu?
What's that?
It's an Italian dessert.
Yeah, I really like
Yeah,
the
you have
Italian.
fancy
I like the
desserts.
fancy
You
desserts.
do like fancy
That's some good
desserts.
choices. I'm with you on that because I like those too. And I also like chocolate. Let me tell you my two favorite dessert foods. They can be chocolate.
Oh,
Cookies,
nice.
brownies, scotcheroos. So scotcheroos are Rice Krispie treats with chocolate
You know
frosting
good
on
with
top.
Midwest, you know what it's got your room.
My mom and Taste make them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, have you made them before?
I haven't. Abby is an incredible chef, though. She makes the most amazing dinners and baked goods. So I feel very thankful that I'm married to someone who's so talented when it comes to food. She's a really good cook.
Oh, good job.
Babe. Thanks, babe.
That's
Well,
so nice.
we just were getting a phone call from the studio telling us
that
to
they're like,
leave.
"Get out of our
So
space." Yeah.
We should probably wrap this up, but Tanner, Nikki, Midge, thank you again so
You're welcome,
much
Matt.
for
Matt,
coming on the
I
show.
actually enjoyed this.
Yes, this was really fun.
I did crush it.
Yes.
I did crush it.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you
you
for
for having
having
us.
us.
It was
Yeah,
Thanks
and
for
thank,
having
and
us.
thank you for all the joy that you're bringing to the
You're
world.
welcome. You're welcome. It was so fun. I did definitely make you happier.
And where's the best place for people to connect with you, Tanner?
on Instagram and TikTok.
On Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
Instagram and TikTok. All right, you heard it right there, folks. Well, we will see you in the next episode, and go check out Tanner's Instagram and TikTok.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank y'all so much.